have in front of me a ceiling mounted TV bracket. It'll cover TVs from 26 inches up to 55 inches. It's available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie. It's a pretty cool design. Price point on this is very, very good. It's a revised version of a previous design. So overall, the assembly on it's pretty straightforward. And the idea, of course, of this is you have an LED TV, you want to hang it directly from the ceiling, something like that. And then you want to be able to put this bracket out of the way or whatever like that. And it's quite effective in both the assembly of it and how it works and the range of TVs. So in terms of what weights and things like that, the overall bracket itself is just under 4 kgs. It'll hold a max weight of about 30 kgs. So there's a user manual on it, just gives a list of exactly what's going to be there. There's all these plugs and bolts here. This is based mainly on how to mount the actual TV to the bracket itself. You have the plugs and screws here where you're going to mount it directly off a concrete ceiling or off a joist, something like that. Definitely don't mount it directly just off plasterboard, that will not be a success. And then we just have some tools that come with it as well. We have 2 Allen keys, and these go with these sockets that we have here. And I've partly assembled that. So if you're wondering how did it come, well, this is exactly how it come. It will come in 3 parts. We'll have this base part here. It's going to mount directly onto the ceiling. Okay. So you're going to line this up here. We have the next element here without the faceplate at the front. I'm just going to rotate it around so you can see. It's just basically this element here with the faceplate. And then we have this bracket here as well that goes onto the front. And this is the bracket that actually allows us just to hold on the TVs itself. There was no arms on this originally, so what I've done, I've put on 2 arms already, and then I have another 2 arms that I could put on here, and you can see here that the large bolts that I have here, we just bolted on directly, and that just gives us our angle. So how do we actually, just to give you an idea, the actual box that comes in is just this one here, okay? So it's an AV-Link product, I think. So how will this work? Well, we'll just come along, we use the plugs and bolts that we see here, we mount it through these holes directly onto the ceiling. If we see here this angle, we can rotate it and we can have it pretty well out of the way. That's as tight as we can get at the ceiling, okay? I just pull this down here, it's straight there, and we can actually angle it forward up as far as there, okay? So that overall design thing, pretty straightforward. When we go to do this, we can decide how long, what distance we want to have it mounting down. And we just line up 2 holes at least, okay? So we can mount it here, or we can push it further down along, and we could 2 holes here, or we can have a very short 2 holes here. I'll just show you the very shortest length. So it'll be not exactly like that, okay? So I'll just extend it out as if it's here, so I'm going to give a better indication of it. So I would use these 4 bolts here. I'll just go work through each of the corners here. You'll see the holes are lined up behind, and we just mount it directly into the plate behind. And when we do that, we're able to come along. I just mount that over there. So this, I'll just give you the example of just one here. Won't even bother putting the bolt in the back, or the nut in the back. And we can see here it's mounted in the 4 corners. And again, we'll just extend it out. So this will be the bracket, we'll say, mounted to the ceiling, hanging down, and all the rest of it. But we're trying to figure out then what direction we want to mount and face our bracket. We have it mounted here, and what we'll do is we'll just be rotating it around. So you can effectively do a full 360-degree rotation in terms of the direction the actual TV is facing. When we come along then and we come along and we want to mount the TV itself, well, it's listing on VESA standards from 200 by 100 all the way up to 400 by 100. So just quickly explain VESA. If you look at the back of any TV made in the world, it'll always have pre-drilled VESA holes on the back of it, and there'll be a certain distance apart. So when it says here 200 by 100, what they actually mean here is these sets of holes. From here to here is 100 millimeters, and from the center of this to the center of this is 200. So that'd be 100 by 200. And if we went to the outside elements here, this will be 400 by 400. So that will be a VESA 400 by 400. Obviously the 4 arms will be on it here. And it just means that once we put this bracket up, we don't need to be worrying about like, will the television fit? It'll definitely fit. When they come along and they say 55 inch is the largest it'll support, in reality it'll probably support larger, but you would want to continue to look at the weight thing on it, because that's really the key thing. You don't want to overload the bracket. There's a safety margin, of course, when it's saying there's a max of 30 kg weight on it, but you wouldn't want to completely disrespect it either. So overall, this is quite a nice kit. One final thing I haven't shown in terms of the assembly process, I'll just show this very quickly, is we'll obviously bolt this into position here. We use these long bolts to slot straight through, and just on the far side we put another bolt on. And we just use the same nut size here. And we just bolt over in 2 different positions here and locks it securely into position. So nice bracket, easy assembly on it. And a final thing to mention here, there's an adjustment here in terms of tilt angle. It's giving you, I think, about 15 degrees or so. And when you go to put this faceplate on, there's an up thing marked here, which is quite strange because it's actually down, because it's the other way around. But anyway, that's it anyway. Overview of the ceiling mounted TV bracket, 26, it's 55 inches, available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie.